And welcome back to Game 2 of Adrian College Bulldogs versus the Hope College. As we go on here, and we will take into Game 2 as we start off the 1-0 count, and as Sarch leads off the Bulldogs again. And on the mound for Hope, we have Laverty.
And as you can see in the shot in the lower right-hand corner, you can see an umbrella. The rain has started to pick up, so we're doing our best. You know, everyone's getting covered out there on the bleachers, trying to stay warm and dry.
Sark's a little dinker hit up there to shortstop, tries to beat her without her speed, and she cannot do it. And she gets called out there at first base. And we will start off with one out as the Bulldogs try to get something going. And we have Rebecca Greco, the right fielder for the Bulldogs, coming up next. That's going to be a strike there called by the home plate umpire, Brett Demaski. High pitch there as a ball, as a 1-1 count there for Greco, trying to get something going for the Bulldogs. Started off quick here that they couldn't do last game. Ball 2, we'll take it out high outside. Looks like she lost a little bit of that one there. Throws it high and away up in the top there. Tries to get the inside corner there for a strike, but could not get it. And Greco will get a walk over there to first base. And she will get the Bulldogs with a runner on. And it'll bring up number 7, Morgan Brandt, who will be playing catcher this game. Brandt with the 0-1 count. Trying to get something going. Gets a little dinker. Try to get over the third baseman, but couldn't. She gets it, throws it out to first base, and will get Morgan Brandt out. But she does move the runner, Greco, over to second base.
What's your favorite color? What's up? Oh, yeah, because I was going to tell you, because I couldn't find Kate, because it was in between games.
And, well, we are back. Sorry there. We had a little bit of difficulties. And we look at that. The Bulldogs will score 1-0 as we bring it up here. Then a very strong hit there by DeVore will bring around Greco. And it'll start the Bulldogs off 1-0. And they're kind of doing a little bit more than they couldn't last game and get some bats on the ball and get runners going around. So I'll bring up Toles Burton, and hopefully she can get something going and get the Bulldogs some more runs on the board to get a good lead.
It's very early run for the Bulldogs as well. You know, it's just the first inning, top of the first. They're already they have one run on the board, and, you know, that's a great start. You got to get offensively early in the game and keep that momentum going.
Yeah, it's very true. And as you see, Toles Burton, again, as she had last game too, she gets the ball ground ball right up the middle. And you can see like her on first base kind of like holding her hands. The ball's, it's really cold out, kind of, you know, gets a sting there on the bat if you hit it wrong normally, but with the cold it just makes it 10 times worse. Now runners at first and second with 2 outs, and brings up number 25 Palumbo, who is the DH in this game. We have a 2-0 count here for Palumbo. Lafferty giving up one run in the first here. Kind of has to, relax and breathe and kind of get it going here. We have a high fly ball from Palumbo to the center fielder, and she's able to track it down. Center fielder Anderson for the Flying Dutch, and they will get out of the inning. But the Bulldogs will be able to take a run, and they will be leading the game 1-0. And we will be back in the bottom of the first as we see Katie Locke and see what she can do. And we're back in the bottom of the second. Caitlin Locke will be taking the mound.
Bottom of the first.
First, I did that last game, too.
You're trying to rush these games.
I know. It's my bad. The rain's coming. Keep doing it. But Caitlin Locke, also a senior with senior day here. She, in her years here as a Bulldog, she has a 3.51 ERA with 146 strikeouts in the 174.4 innings that she has pitched. Very dominating pitcher, being 14-6 as her career as a Bulldog. She'll be facing Anderson, the center fielder of the Flying Dutch. And currently right now the count is 1-2, and Locke, we're trying to take a dominating pitch here. Locke with a nice kind of off speed there to the outside corner, but was not able to get it. And we'll take it 2-2. Locke again tries the outside, not able to get it. Takes the count to 3-2, a full count. Kind of keep both interesting here. And she tries it again, but does not get it for a third time. And that will bring Anderson over to first base. And Locke really needs to breathe and calm down. Hope she can get a double play ball here. And they can get their defense going. We got a steal over for Anderson. The speed and Brandt is just not able to get it, especially with, not the best pitch there for her to get the ball going. Especially with the speed by Anderson, you just can't really do much against it. Now we have a runner at second with no outs, and we'll have a little meeting, kind of figure some stuff out here. And the coach will look like she'll go talk to the third base umpire there.
Like you said, that pitch, it was a little low and outside, so it was hard for Brandt to get the ball over to second to get that tag. But a great effort by the Bulldogs to attempt there, and a great steal by Anderson.
This is we have number 16, Shea Panay.
She's first pitch she was going for or the second pitch, excuse me, she was going for a bunt, just trying to move Anderson up to third base in a really good scoring position for the Flying Dutch.
She looked kind of like a swinging buntish thing there. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but it didn't work, and she will fall behind the count 1-2. And foul ball there will 1-2 count, take it back. Locke with the throw. Little chopper blooper to Toles Burton. She's able to track it down and, get the out there. It'll be 1 out, and she gets the ball in the infield. We got 1 out in the bottom of the first here as the Bulldogs lead 1-0. Bring up number 5, Sierra Mushler. Sarah Mushler waits the pitch, and that is ball 1.
As we said earlier in the first game, we were looking at the forecast, just waiting for the rain to start. Excuse me. And, it's starting now. It's not raining too hard, but it's raining enough just to make it difficult for the girls to really hold on to the ball and get good, solid throws. And, they're staying strong out there. It's pretty windy out there. It's always windy out this direction at Adrian College. And, with the rain, they're pushing through.
Yeah, I mean, as you were saying, you can even see the batters wiping their hands off all these plays, and then the pitcher trying to keep their hands dry because the ball can easily get lost. You might see some more balls today and walks in this game they did last game because it's harder to keep control of the ball. Right there, we got a 3-1 count. That was a nice off-speed pitch there by Locke, and get back in that count there. High pitch there, but it is a ball and it will walk, but also a steal there by Anderson because the ball did get a little lost, and that will get her over to third, which really helps the Flying Dutch to get back in this game. Locke really needs to calm down with 2 walks so far just in this first inning. She really needs to just breathe and just let them hit the ball so they can get something going here. They have a steal there. And Mushler to try to get it. Throw it over to third to see if they can get Anderson out, but not able to. Now we have runners at second and third for the Flying Dutch.
The Flying Dutch have a lot of room to work with. 2 girls in scoring position, 1 out, 1 ball on the count, no strikes. And, if they just settle down here, it could be a very good offensive inning for them. And just right there, a bunt to get 1 run in and safe at the corners at first and third.
Yeah, as you were saying, that was a really actually great play there by Jenna Morey. She tried to go for the bunt, and she hit the bunt upward, and you thought that maybe someone would catch it, but it was just in a perfect position right in between the first baseman and second baseman. And the second baseman got it, but nobody was there to cover first, and they tried to do something, but nothing could happen. And now we have runners at first and third, 1-1. We have a pinch runner over at first. Let me see if I can see who we have as a new victim over there. So we have a pinch runner. Not sure who. Maybe we'll find out in a little bit here. But as we get back, we have a 1 ball, 0 strikes. Locke really trying to find the zone that she can't really find so far in this first inning. But there we go. There's a strike 1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out in this bottom of the first. The score is 1-1. A lot of ones here on the board. Locke misses there. Another ball.
Locke really does get a lot of speed behind her pitches. Her windup is very strong, very good. And with that, a nice hit into left field sends 1 Dutch home.
And again, Toles Burton Same thing happened last game, and she does it again. Ball gets over her head. She tracks it down quickly. Strong throw home to Brant, and they were able to get the tag on the pinch runner there that I'm still not sure what number it was. But they got her out, and that will hold the Flying Dutch to only 1 run, and it'll be 1-2 as the Bulldogs will again be down. That happened very quickly, and we'll have a runner at third for the Flying Dutch with Sammy Adams up, the right fielder here for the Flying Dutch. Great defensive play there by the Bulldogs, but they really need to lock it down in order to get into this game, and Locke just needs to get her pitches going. And the rain looks like it's picking up a little bit here, getting some bigger drops and stronger coming here. The outside pitch there cannot land. Locke really trying to wipe her hand off, really get it dry and ready to go. Locke with the pitch. High and outside, not going to be called for a strike.
Yeah, I'm thinking the rain is really affecting these girls, the batters and all the girls on the field. Really, the balls, as it's getting wetter and wetter out there with the rain, they're having a hard time holding on to it, and the batters are having a hard time getting a good grip on the bats. And then when they make contact with the ball occasionally, you can get that, the reverb, I'm going to call it. I think that's the correct word. And the vibration from the bat can really start to hurt your hands.
Yeah, I just want to apologize really quick. So Haley Reitzma is up, and Sammy Adams is at third because of the big hit that she had. Reitzma, the catcher for the Dutchman, had 2 balls. Now they'll take it to 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
This game is just moving so fast, we can't keep up with the girls.
I know. Well, we're only in the bottom of the first. A lot of hits this game that we didn't see last game. I think this was the score about the 5th inning.
Very true. These teams are coming alive pretty early in this game. It should be an exciting one if we're starting this early with all the offensive and defensive plays.
Yeah, and I think definitely some rain has an effect because everyone's kind of wearing down on the defense. But the hitting, you're still going live, especially in the beginning, because you want to go strong right away in case something happens with the weather. You don't know what's going to happen. But a little battle we have going on here between Reitzma and Locke.
The full count, 2 outs, Reitzma's really making Locke work for this one.
And Locke does not want Reitzma to get hit right here because that will definitely extend the lead over the Bulldogs. There's a high fly ball right up to the catcher. Brant is able to track it down and get the catch. Nice positioning there by Brant. And that will get the Bulldogs out of the first inning there. And we will be going to the top of the second where the Bulldogs try to get their lead or the game back here as they're down 1-2. And we are back in the top of the second here. Up is the shortstop, Lynch. See if she can get something going here today. Bulldogs have 2 hits on the day, but only with 1 run. And look at that. We have a nice oppo hit there for her. Trying to get over to the first base, and she runs into the first baseman, but she will get there in time. And that will be a nice hit there, a nice leadoff there for the Bulldogs. And it will bring up the third baseman, Van Land, this is the first at-bat we will see on the day for her.
It's really interesting to see these teams, coming off of last game. There weren't really any offensive runs from either team until the 4th or 5th inning. And now already the first, we had 3 runs between the 2 teams. And now we've already got another hit for the Bulldogs in the top of the second. It should be a high-scoring game if these teams keep it up.
Yeah, I think I agree. It might be, the weather, especially in Frankenstein when, they say they come alive with the lightning. I think that's what's going on here. The bats are coming alive.
Let's hope we don't have any lightning.
Well, not lightning, but just the weather, Lightning would definitely cancel this game. And quick throw over there to first base. Nothing happening, though.
Yeah, it's pretty motivating when you're playing sports and not the ideal weather. You're motivated. You want to play better just with the harder conditions. I mean, as a golfer, this season, it's story time really fast, everybody. Pause from the game.
Laura story time.
So with our season, I'm a golfer if no one knew. It doesn't get mentioned every broadcast, I don't think, but maybe every other. But this season, we played in almost every kind of weather. We golfed in snow, rain, sleet, and then we had 1 day of nice sunshine. But I don't know, it's really awesome to see athletes that's just pushing through that weather and proving to yourself that you can do it.
Lost ball, they're falling behind, and they'll move the runners over there to second and third, and we'll bring up no outs for the Bulldogs, and we'll bring up if I believe correctly, this will be Laws, the second baseman for the Bulldogs.
You are correct.
Why, thank you. Very important position here for the Bulldogs. We have runners in second and third. Really trying to get something going, especially down 1-2.
And no outs. The Bulldogs have a lot of room to work with. Laws, just a nice, easy hit. Bring her runners in. She's got second and third, 2 girls in scoring position. It's looking very good right now for the Bulldogs as the count moves to 2-1.
And thank you for the story, Laura. I forgot to mention that. Was a very nice story.
The end.
Emotional.
I forgot to end my story. Thanks, everyone, for listening. If you have any questions, comments, tweet at us or comment on the broadcast. I'm happy to answer any and all questions that people have.
Yeah, again, Adrian College Television here reporting. And just thought I should, give that a little ad lib there. Just, we work hard. Just want to make sure everyone knows who we are.
Yeah, you guys don't get to hear my voice that often, I like to take advantage of the moments when everyone lets me take on the mic, It's pretty dangerous.
You mean when we're short-staffed?
That is, hey, we're not.
No, you're good. I'm kidding.
We're just having fun. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. The Bulldogs have loaded the bases. This game is getting better and better, let me tell you. Still no outs for the Bulldogs. For Sarge up now, 1-1 count. It's looking pretty good for the Bulldogs.
Sarge is over 1 of the day, trying to improve, and she tries there, but not a little ahead of it there and not able to get it. Takes her a 1-2 count. Bases loaded for the Bulldogs, no outs. She needs something here. You can see the infield's creeping in. They're going home with the ball because they want to keep their lead that they have.
You can see there, Reitzma, the catcher for the Dutch, is really looking for a chance to throw to one of the bases to tag one of the girls out.
Sarge ahead of again, and that will be a strikeout. First strikeout on the day, actually. Greco up now, who had a walk last time and actually scored for the Bulldogs and is the only scorer on the day, so maybe she can get something going and get back in this game for the Bulldogs. Nice pitch there by Laverty, who just kind of soared that one in there for a strike. We have 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the second here.
Crushed it.
Another strike there against Greco. She really didn't get the bat swinging here. She gets it across the third base. It bumbles it, but she has to go home, and that was some kind of poor base running there by Lynch.
I think Lynch forgot that the bases were loaded, and she wanted to hold the bag there, but then she realized, wait, I have to run. Everyone else needs to move forward. But great defensive play by the Flying Dutch to get that second out and really put the pressure on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was very nice for her to stay with that. The bases are still loaded for the Bulldogs with 2 outs, but as you saw there, it was kind of a little hard there because Lynch just looked like she forgot who was on base. And, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but I think either way she would have been out with the throw home. And now I'll bring up number 7, Morgan Brandt, the catcher for the Bulldogs. She had a ground out last time. Hopefully she gets some bat on the ball here, especially being catcher and a DH. She's very good with her bat. Being a senior on this team, batting .327 on the season, has a high fly ball out there. She's from Eastlake, Ohio, which is very close to where I live, so I thought I should give her a quick shout out there. Kind of the rival school of mine, but Oh, that was a very nice line drive oppo shot there for Brandt, but it was foul. She can straighten that out a little bit. I'll get a few runs home for the Bulldogs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Fans are cheering on the Bulldogs in this position. Laverty tried to get the high pitch up there, but not able to get it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brandt stretching, get ready. Needs to breathe. This is a big position for the Bulldogs here. Nice long hit there for the Bulldogs in the gap. Brandt hits it out to the fence, and that's a home run. That is a grand slam for Brandt there. The senior, her 5th home run of her career here as a Bulldog. And that is just, the team is cheering her on so hard. That was just a beautiful swing, beautiful hit there for the Bulldogs. And that will take them, and they will be winning 5-2 now. Brandt, pretty much the hero right now with the amazing swing and hit there. I think her team is cheering her on, and they've never been happier.
That home run could not have been any more perfectly timed. Hope really dug themselves a hole there, letting the bases get loaded, and that really was a hard thing for them to watch. The ball just sliding over the fence, and for the Bulldogs, that gives them great momentum here. Even though with 2 outs, they're excited, they're pumped, they're ready.
Yeah, it was a big dinger there for her. And now I'll bring up the next batter, DeVore, the first baseman for the Bulldogs, who also had a home run in last game. See if she can get something here. Get the Bulldogs started again. And nice hit there down the third base line, but it is called a foul. That was really close to the line there. Bulldogs trying to get something going again, extend the lead that they already have, 5-2 over the Flying Dutch.
That was a big momentum swing. It's still early in the game, but the Flying Dutch came back with the Bulldogs getting a run in the first inning and the Dutch coming back with 2. And now with that grand slam, the Dutch really just need to keep their heads focused and get the 3rd out for this inning and give them a chance to move in offensively.
Look at that hit, DeVore. Whoa, that was a little tricky ball there to the left fielder for the Hope team. Jackson, she did track the ball down, but it had a little weird curve to it. But the Bulldogs are out with now 3 outs, but they will come to the bottom of the second as Locke now has the advantage with the team winning 3-2 over the Flying Dutch. Now they got to hold their defense and get it going, and the Flying Dutch got to go. It's 5-2. My apology. I guess it's a 3-2.
There's a 3-run lead. That I see
That's
where
what I was
you're
going
going.
for.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for. My apology there.
All right, we'll be back. And we're back with the bottom of the second after a very offensive inning for the Bulldogs. Let's see what Hope does as number 19, Katie Singer, is up to bat, the designated hitter. Right there, she's got a hit, but it's going to go foul down the third base line. The count is 1-1. A hit there, kind of bouncing ball right toward the pitcher. Kind of a awkward hit for Locke to really get a good grab on to throw to first. So Singer will be safe at first base, bringing up number 4, Ellis. The first pitch, she's going to bunt. And another error from the Bulldogs. You know, they're having a defensive breakdown already after such an offensive inning. The Flying Dutch are going to have girls on first and second as the Bulldogs convene around Locke. I think the girls are just trying to calm Locke down. You know, all of them really need to take a breather with no outs. The Flying Dutch with 2 girls on base, 1 in scoring position. And we have number 33, Noelle Jackson, up to the plate with 1-0 count. And another bunt. And the Bulldogs are going to get the out. That was a pretty close one. A really great bunt there from Jackson, you know, advancing the runners to second and third and almost beating out that throw.
Yeah, she is very quick, as you can see in that attempt there. But we will be back to the top of the lineup. Nice little blooper over the third baseman, and that's in trouble. Toles Burton trying to get the ball home, but that's a very troubled hit there. She blooped the ball right over the third baseman's head, and nobody was there to get it. And that'll bring home 2, and we'll bring the score 5-4. Flying Dutch right back in this after the big grand slam by Morgan Brandt.
And with only 1 out, you know, the Flying Dutch really have the momentum here with Panay up to bat. You know, she can relax up there with one girl in scoring position.
Anyway, back to the pitcher. She goes to third. They tag her at third, and they get her out. They get the lead runner out, and that'll be 2 outs for the Bulldogs. Kind of a risky move, but it works out because they get the lead runner out, and now runner at first. No runners in scoring position, technically. And now it helps the Bulldogs still have the 1-run lead. And they bring up number 5, Mushler.
Locke did a great job on that hit, staying calm. It's not easy for a pitcher to have that ball coming at you. And it wasn't too fast, but she stayed calm, got it in her mitt. Nice throw to third to get the tag. And now with just 2 outs and a runner on first, it's a little easier for the Bulldogs to breathe without a girl with just a short stretch to get a run.
It's still really scary when the ball's coming at you, no matter what, because you just don't want to make the mistake. Nice quick throw over there to first. And she is safe, though. That was a nice play there by Brandt.
Very good pitch by Locke, right down the middle, very strong. She knew where she wanted to throw the ball, and she hit her spot.
And that is a huge hit there, but that is foul by Mushler.
Now we await the 2-2 pitch. Brings the count full for a ball. Full count with 2 outs. Let's see if the Dutch can make another offensive move before the inning closes.
Full count the pitch, and that is strike 3. The runner was going, but it doesn't matter. And Brandt throws the ball to center field anyways because why not, Test their arm a little bit. And that'll take 3 outs, though. But the Flying Dutch still get 2. There's been a score in every inning and every at-bat that has been up. And we'll go to the top of the third as the Bulldogs try to extend their lead over the 5-4 of the Flying Dutch.
And that brings up the top of the third with the Bulldogs leading off with Tolles Burton. And she gets a hit on the second pitch. Very easy single, especially with a little bobble from the left fielder for the Flying Dutch.
Who is Jackson?
Jackson. You can really tell that the rain is affecting the outfield. With the grass, it's hard to, even with the little spikes on the shoes, it's hard to really have a grip out there. She kind of slid while trying to field the ball.
Yeah, and there's Tolles Burton's second hit of the day. She's big, and that is an outside pitch. It looks like it got away from her. Tolles Burton will take second base. Whenever she just completely lost the ball, especially with the rain here. You just got to really keep your hands dry and the ball dry. It's big important here. And we will go with the 1-0 here to Palumbo. Palumbo high pitch, and that is an out bunt. They go to second. The ball goes to center fielder. They couldn't get it. That would have been a double play there. Toles Burton somehow holding on the bag there backwards. Not really sure what's going on there, but not a great bunt there by Palumbo. Bring up Lynch.
That's the second bunt we've seen like that today. The first one came in the first game, but, that's really not what you want to do when you're bunting the ball. That's an easy out for the defensive team, and it's good for them. But for your team, the bunt is to move your runners forward, and when you're not doing that and you're just losing an out, it's pretty hard to get that offensive momentum going.
Yeah, and Weatherman Wilson's going to sub in here for 2 seconds. Right now it looks like we're missing a lot of the heavy rain. It's zoning out here, but quick, we're breaking in. And there's an amazing hit to the left center there by Lynch and gets in the left fielder. Jackson almost catches it with a diving catch, was not able to get it, and Lynch will get to second base, and Toles Burton will score, and that'll be 6-4 for the Bulldogs. Very nice hit there by Lynch in the gap there.
A very good double, too. The Flying Dutch really got the ball in quick, and with the slide, she just barely missed that tag out.
Yeah, you're very true there, and as I was saying about the weather, looks like we're missing a lot of the heavy rain right now, and we're just kind of getting a little drizzle rain, and it looks like we've been having that for a little unless some more heavy rain forms, but right now we're looking pretty good for this second game. Just some, light drizzling rain, umbrellas are out, jackets are on, still playing some softball. Van Lang gets a little bloop over to the left side of the field. Foul ball, though. That would have been a nice hit there, but not able to get it to land.
Speaking of the rain, with all these umbrellas, it is a pretty good crowd out there. These fans are really dedicated. It's not an easy thing to sit out in the rain for a while and watch any sport, but these fans, it's a packed house, and they're pushing through as well.
Yeah, luckily we're in our little press box of warm kindness, and we are just being, safe and dry in here, bonding, have a great time. And as a loose ball gets away, and Lynch will take her way to third.
It is important that we are in this press box, though, because we do have a lot of equipment that needs to stay dry in order for it to function properly.
True, and we don't want our camera person, Savannah, to be freezing like she has been in the past, so she can stay in here and be a little warm, warm and toasty.
Yeah, so some of these spring sports, as well as when you're in the fall later on in the season, it can get pretty cold at those games. You got to really bundle up and be prepared. It's the full count pitch is another ball, and
we'll have runners at the corner, first and third. Van Land at first and Lynch at third, and then I will bring up Laws, who walked last attempt.
Now batting second baseman Macy Long.
Laws with the hit to shortstop, and she gets her. She beats the throw out to first, and that scores a run. Lynch will score, and that will be 7-4. And Laws will beat the throw out to first with a little mess up there by the bounce over at shortstop, and Van Land will get to second base.
that was a tough error to have for the Flying Dutch. That was an avoidable run to bring in as we have a pitching change for the Flying Dutch. I believe, if I saw the number correctly, we've got number 19, Katie Singer, coming in for Laverty. So we'll see with this pitching change, with just one out in the top of the third, if the Flying Dutch can get a little bit of a defensive momentum going to push into the next inning and make another powerful strike, as both of these teams are playing very offensively in these first 3 innings.
Sarch is up, as you guys heard me saying. I was practicing her name. My apologies there. That's, kind of happens. I want to make sure you get these things right. She's 0 for 2 on the day. But right now we have runners at first and second trying to get something going. Already 7-4 for the Bulldogs. 1 out. 3-0 count. Oh, that's a strike there. 3-1. As we bring in the new pitcher, Singer, who was the DH in the game, but now will take over the pitching. The wind-up pitch, and she gets her Sarge again. Sarge is she's getting under. She's just not watching the ball in. She's really got to stay back.
Full count, 1 out. And she wins, so that'll be a strikeout. Katie Singer, and that's a good thing for her, bring her confidence up coming into this game as the Bulldogs are on a very offensive strike the first 3 innings, and to get for her first at-bat, for her first pitching at-bat, to get a strikeout, that's very good momentum for her to be going on.
Back up, fly ball to the right field. Able to track it down. That'd be 3 outs. The Flying Dutch will get out of the inning. And as the Bulldogs, though, still get 2 runs, and that'll be 7-4 as we go to the bottom of the third for the Flying Dutch to see if they can get some runs back.
All right, and at the bottom of the third, Maury is up to bat for the Flying Dutch as the Bulldogs have a 7-4 lead over the Flying Dutch right now. Both teams very offensive in all of the innings so far that they have been up, scoring at least 1 run every time.
Locke tried to get the outside pitch there with the 0-2 count. Not able to get it, though. She's been trying to get this game. She has not gotten it yet. Maury, the shortstop, the 4-hitter for the Flying Dutch. Pulls back, nice hit over to the second baseman there, and it gets past Laws. These bumps there are crazy, and Laws was not able to field it, and that'll be an error there. But that will be able to get Maury over to first, and I'll get the Flying Dutchman with the runner on.
And now we've got Sammy Adams up to the plate with the first pitch being a ball, stepping back into the box, awaiting the next pitch.
It's kind of showing bunt there, and they do call a strike there. 1-1 count. Could maybe watch out for the bunt here. We'll see the first and third baseman creeping in. Gets it across the third baseman, comes over Van Lane, gets it over first base, and they do get an out. The runner does go to second, but that'll be one out with a runner in scoring position.
You can tell Hope is really trying to get an offensive push going here. The Bulldogs have remained strong at their at-bat, and Flying Dutch as well, but they just really need to have a strong offensive push here to get back into this game with plenty of innings left to play. First pitch, foul tipped, out of bounds. Oh and 1, one out.
Lock with the pitch, outside, ball, and that'll be a 1-1 count now.
This game, I'm super impressed with how the weather is right now, how high scoring it is compared to the first game. You know, with the tougher conditions, it's just, I'm super impressed by the athleticism that these girls are really showing.
You know what they say. When the clouds come out, the players get rowdy.
I've never heard that before, but
it's a new
okay.
saying by Matt Wilson. And that is out there from Van Land over to first base. And that'll be 2 outs with a runner at second.
ACTV coining phrases since 13, 12. When did we establish ourselves? 14? 2014, I believe?
2014, but maybe we just started establishing phrases in 16.
Oh. Just you, Matt.
You know, I'm special. That's what they always tell me. It's a foul ball out there.
You do it all here.
Special in the announcing style way. Line drive over to the second baseman, Laws, as she makes up for the error that she made earlier, and she is able to snag it down, and that saves the Bulldogs a run there that the Flying Dutch could have definitely scored, and that is a 7-4 that the Bulldogs will have the lead right now. Great defensive play.
A quick 3 up, 3 down for the Bulldogs to keep their lead here, and we'll be back for the top of the fourth.
And we're back in the top of the fourth here. Morgan Brandt up the catcher for the Bulldogs this game. Bulldogs up 7-4, just at this point trying to extend their lead over the Hope Flying Dutch, because as we've seen, they can definitely hit, so you never know what'll happen. Brandt with a little slow dribbler, tries to beat it out, but is not able to with a very, very, very strong throw by the third baseman, Ellis, for the Flying Dutch. one out they will have as it brings up DeVore for the Bulldogs. And what a nice line drive there that DeVore had. But, man, as we've seen the very athleticism by Jackson over there, she just dives, goes for everything. She's caught the low ball right there. And that'll be 2 outs on the board. Just amazing, beautiful catch there by Jackson. DeVore a little upset. She wished she had that one. But that'll bring up Tolles Burton, who has 2 hits on the day. Trying to make it 3. High outside pitch there by Singer. Not what she wanted. 1-0. Tolles Burton waits the pitch. Another outside pitch by Singer. Luckily, someone wasn't on her. They had been going. Very high pitch there as a ball for Singer. Tolles Burton. 3-0 count. And they will get the walk there. No check to see if she went around. She didn't, so she will be at first base and 2 outs as the Bulldogs have a runner on as it brings up Palumbo, the DH, on the day.
One thing I really enjoy about these games is the music that they have. You know, it's pretty cool because it's really gets you pumped up when you're going up to bat, when you get to pick your music and you're walking up and you got this great song and you're like, I'm feeling it. I'm ready to go.
I mean, it is true, but when you're a freshman, your song does not get picked for you. And like as we see Lynch, who is a freshman here on this team, her song is The Grinch, which I very much enjoy, but you know, you can't do much about it.
But still, come on. Everybody else gets to pick their song. And, you know, it's just tradition. You know, freshmen, you've just got to do it.
You know, in one previous game, we actually talked about walk-up songs and what walk-up songs we would like.
Oh,
it was a very exciting time. Do you have what kind of walk-up song you'd prefer?
Give me a minute and I'll. This is gonna be a hard one. Can I?
You can definitely think about it. And Savannah, our camera person, if you would also like to think about a walk-up song you would enjoy. Both now looking at their playlist and thinking very hard of what their songs would be. And now as we have a 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th as Palumbo waits the pitch at a high fly ball to the center fielder in between the gap. Their center fielder is able to track it down, and there will be 3 outs. And the Flying Dutch will be able to get the bats now down by 3 going into the bottom of the 4th. And we will be right back. And we're back as Locke takes the first pitch there. 0-1, gets a strike across the plate. And up to the plate, we have number 4, Ellis for the team. She gets a ground ball up center field into the gap there. And we'll get on first base as the Flying Dutch need people on base, and they get it. Now we have up number 33, Jackson, who as seen has been a monster in left field today. See if she can be a monster with the bat. Jackson up, tries to get the bunt, but that is foul, high and foul. You can see they were definitely doing a bunt and run there. Alice was already running, but she realized it was a high bunt and foul there, so she didn't go. 0 outs here. Trying to do something.
That could have been a dangerous bunt because it was more of a pop-up, and if the Bulldogs' first baseman, number 4, DeVore, could have gotten over there. You know, she could have made the catch and potentially gotten the ball back to tag out.
Jackson up, tried another bunt, but as you can see, she just needs to pick her right pitch. She's just not choosing the right pitch in order to get the bunt down. Locke's still trying to work it. 1-2 count. Outside pitch there. Can't get it across.
Alice really has some speed over on first base. You can see her lead off. She's already taken off, and with the right pitch, you know, she is going to be gone.
Yeah, that's definitely. We both know that Ellis and Jackson both have amazing speed because we've seen Jackson speed out in left field today. So both could do something definitely potentially if they get on base. It could be a little scary for the Bulldogs having two of the really quick runners on base. Now we're looking for some softballs here. Big importance with the rain, definitely. Making sure they're dry. Locke readies the pitch, looks in, throws. High pitch, gets it 3-2 now. Number 33, Jackson, now just worked her way back, and we have a 3-2 count. Waits the pitch. It's a high pitch. It's foul. That is behind us. Locke will get ready. Locke and Jackson kind of in a battle right now.
Full count, 3-2. No outs for the Flying Dutch, and we've got Ellis on first. It's a big pitch. She swings. It's going to go foul down the third baseline. Staying alive. You know, the past few at-bats for both teams, they've been slowing down a little bit offensively, You know, very strong at-bats for the first 5 at-bats between the teams, and now they're slowing down, really calming down. And
Strike 3 there for Locke. I just got Jackson swinging, and that'd be 1 out for the Bulldogs. And the Flying Dutch still trying to get something started here. Have a runner at first and bring up the center fielder, Anderson, as she tries to get something going. She also has speed, so we'll see what happens here. Locke gets the call. Strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Locke looks into ready to pitch. Winds up the throw. Gets it. A call. Strike again. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Locke looking very dominant here in the top of the 4th. And she nails the same spot that she did normally and gets the cold strike 3. The batter, Anderson, looking, but at the same time, Ellis will steal second as they were watching the strike, and they were not able to get her and look her. So we have a runner on second for the Flying Dutch, but 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Locke knows where to work now, so she's kind of trying to work the pitches in as she can across the plate. Slow pitch there. It's a number 16 for the Flying Dutch. Anderson again just getting the strikes. She just looks very dominant in these last two here, getting 2 strikeouts. Trying to get her third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Locke looks in, winds up, throws the pitch. It is fouled off there. Panay stays alive. Wind up. The pitch. He'll deliver it on the shortstop. Couldn't get it. The center fielder, Sarge, tried to throw it in. To Brandt, can't get it. They try to watch over a second, can't get it. That it will be a double for Panay. And then there's a very, very great hit by her. The shortstop, Lynch, was not able to get it in that dive. And it'll be 7-5 as the Bulldogs still lead. Little meeting there on the mound. So, guys, this would be a good time. What walk-up songs did you guys pick? What did you guys think of?
I'll let Savannah go first.
I picked Sail, the Feed Me remix by AWOL Nation.
That's a good choice, and we'll wait for mine for the next break and play.
Probably because she doesn't have one yet, but as we see, we have a foul ball there to the left side of the field, and it'll be a foul, and we have a 0-1 count here to number 5, Mushler. She is trying to get another run here for the Flying Dutch with a runner in scoring position on second base. Another foul ball to the other side of the field this time. Locke with the pitch. Just a bit outside there. Couldn't get it. 2-2 here. Musser really trying to hope she can get a good hit here or do something to help her team. Awaits the pitch. As another outside pitch. Locke really needs to lock this in and get it going.
You're all about the puns today.
You know, I'm feeling really punny, so I'm trying to channel my Ian Wendt, as we were saying earlier, and I just need to get it going here and really get the puns and jokes going so give some people a laugh as they watch.
You know, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. The full count pitch with 2 outs. She hits foul.
And the 3-2 is a ball. We have first and second with 2 outs here, and this is giving the Flying Dutch another life. Brings up number 14, Jenna Mori. All right, back at it. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to number 14, Maury. Awaits the pitch. Locke can't get it across. 2 outs here. They're kind of getting a little 2-out rally for the Flying Dutch. It's a low pitch, 2-2 now. Runners at first and second. Awaiting the pitch. Moore gets a hit to center field. That is definitely over Sarge's head. And that is a home run. And that will take the lead over the Bulldogs there with that amazing hit and swing there by Maury. Her team is pumped. She is smiling and pumped. That was an amazing, beautiful hit there by Maury, and that will take the Flying Dutch lead 8-7 over the Adrian College Bulldogs. That was an amazing stroke. Sarge knew it right as it was hit, that it was a big hit, and it was over her head.
And there it is, the momentum swing. You know, the Bulldogs, they had theirs in the second inning, and the Flying Dutch, they're not letting this game go easy with already 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. It's a very strong team. Both teams had little offensive they slowed down a little bit offensively in their last 2 at-bats, and now we're coming back with the offensive strikes, and the Flying Dutch just right there. That home run really is giving them good momentum even with the 2 outs.
Locke throws the pitch, and Locke's still pitching very hard, even though she just gave up that home run and 4 runs this inning. She has an off-speed pitch there. That'll be 1 strike. Really trying to get out of this jam. With the pitch outside, 1-1. Locke with the pitch, not going to get the call. 2-1 here. As we have number 6, Adams, up to the plate. Adams will take the pitch. We have a 3-1 count, 2 outs. Locke really needs to just focus and get a strike across the plate. A strike here is anything. The teammate can do the rest of it. Line drive there to the center fielder, and she is able to track it down. She only had to make a few steps over. But even with that, with the 3 outs that they get, the Flying Dutch will still score 4 and take the lead 8-7 over the Bulldogs as we go into the top of the 5th. And we're back here in the top of the 5th. Lynch awaits the pitch. Take it 0-2 will really quickly fall in the count as she needs to choke up on her bat and do something here in order to get the Bulldogs going, especially being down. That's a little line drive blooper there to the center fielder, and she will move about 2 feet in and be able to catch that ball. And now we'll bring up the third baseman, Van Land, who is doing pretty good on the day. About 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 hits. Laura, I think you mentioned in the break that you said you had your walk-off song picked. Would you like to tell us what that song is?
You know, I've narrowed it down to about 3 or 4, if I counted correctly. Because, you know, I was thinking, you only have about like 20 or 30 seconds of the song. So,
You put way too much thought into this.
I put just enough thought into this. Music is it's just one of my favorite things. It's a good way to express yourself. And music is awesome, okay? Don't judge me, Matthew.
No judgment. No
All
judgment.
right. So my top pick, I'll just give you my top, would be Don't Let Me Down by the Chainsmokers. It's a great tune.
And as I said, fan land goes Oppo and the right fielder for the Flying Dutch. Adams is able to track that down and kind of a hard catch there. But man, she really worked that one hard. And Van Lan is out there with a really nice hit. But that bring up Macy Laws, the second baseman for the Bulldogs.
That was a very great catch by Adams out in right field. You know, she tracked the ball and she was almost running away from it so she was turning back and running and made a great catch.
Laws with the hit, tries to beat out the speed of the pitcher. She fumbles and Laws will get there to first base. The pitcher Singer couldn't get it. The handle of it kind of bobbled in her mitt. And Laws will start the Bulldogs off with a little hit there and be able to get over to first base. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Sarch.
That was a odd hit. You know, it had a weird spin to it, very hard to control, and she did a great job of just running, getting to the base before Singer could really get good control of the ball to make a throw.
Sarch gets a foul ball there. And Sarch will have a 1-1 count with Laws at first base. Both of them have very quick speed. Outside pitch there gets a little out there, but nothing happening. 2-1 count here. Touchwood again, the steal by Laws. And she is tagged out on the steal trying to get to second base. She tried to get across, but she could not. It was a nice attempt there by Laws, but not happening. So that'll bring Sarge up next time the Bulldogs are going. But now we will go into the bottom of the fifth as the Flying Dutch try to extend their lead over the Bulldogs.
Leading off for the Dutch, the catcher, Reitzma, with the Adrian Bulldogs having a pitching change to number 17, Paige Reed.
Oh, my God. Amazing dive over there by second baseman. Wow. All right. That was an amazing dive over there by the second baseman, Laws, who just ate up the ball on an easy toss over there to the first baseman, DeVore, in order to get the out. I was a little unsure if they were going to get it, but they were able to get there and get the out, and that will be one out. As you can see, the defense is alive. They are ready to get back into this game as they bring in the new pitcher.
Your reaction made that play that much better.
I got excited. Lynch over. Lynch gets it. Now it'll be 2 quick outs for the Bulldogs. And, see, the point is you're supposed to be excited in your team. You're supposed to be happy that they're, making good defensive plays. And that's just, that's all I was doing.
Gotta be happy for both teams. Both these teams are doing great today.
Yeah, no, definitely a point that you want to point out on the Hope College team here. Their hitting has just been, phenomenal these past 2 games. They able to get the balls in the right spot. They both have, I think they have home runs both games. They're just really a good, powerful team that has really kind of been taking a toll on the Bulldogs, and their defense has not made any errors this whole day, and it's just really been strong for the Hope. High pitch there for Reed. That will be a ball. We take a 2 count with 2 outs here. Reed with the amazing pitch, and it gets number 4, Ellis, swinging, and that looks like the Bulldogs of the inning. A quick inning, 1, 2, 3 there for the Bulldogs, and Reed showing her dominance. And it will take the Bulldogs into the top of the 6th to see if they can get something going. The Flying Dutch really trying to hope that they can keep their defense up and hold the Bulldogs down and not let them score. And we're back here. So as I was saying, we do have Sarch up because Laws did get thrown out trying to steal second. So Sarch is up, and we'll see what's going to happen here with the pitcher for the Flying Dutch. Singer. Sarch will have a 2-2 count with zero outs. Here in the top of the 6th, the Bulldogs really need to get something going. Flying Dutch really hoping that they can keep this score 8-7 or even score some more runs. Sarch with amazing speed gets the ball over, but still gets out. Very strong defensive day over here by the third baseman for the Flying Dutch. Ellis, she's just very strong arm and able to watch these bumps that have happened today.
Great job controlling the ball too. That's a key part in be able to get the ball over to first or to any base. Got to get the ball under control to get a good grip on it to throw it.
Yeah, I'll bring up Greco now, the right fielder. Falls in the counter to 0-1 with a pitch outside. Greco with the high fly ball over the foul side there. First baseman called up by the second baseman, Muschler. She's able to make the catch, and the Bulldogs will go 1-2 down really quick. And that will bring up Morgan Brandt, the catcher, for the Bulldogs. See if she can get the Bulldogs started, especially down 8-7 here in the top of the sixth. Brandt over to the third baseman, Ellis, again with the strong arm, and look at that. She's out. So that'll be 3 outs here for the Bulldogs. 1-2-3 down really quick. 8-7. The Flying Dutch still lead as we go into the bottom of the sixth. And we are back. And Reed, the pitcher for the Bulldogs here, trying to take her dominating lead here. And 2 balls, 1 strike as she's going. Brings up number 33, Jackson, for the Hope College. Reed looking in. They'll wind up the pitch. High fly ball to center field. This is not looking good. That's a home run there for the Flying Dutch. And again, I don't even know what to say about that one. You knew it was gone as the swing started. It just flew off that. The wind kind of going out there. It was just an amazing hit there by Jackson. Her team celebrating her. She's celebrating. The Flying Dutch take a 9-7 lead there. Just expanding their lead. Hopefully that the Bulldogs don't come back next inning. But look at this. Reed still doing very dominant and still trying to get this going. It'll bring up this leadoff hitter Anderson for the Flying Dutch. Reed with the off-speed pitch outside, not able to get it. Ball 1. Reed looks in. Reed with the throw. Outside. Ball 2. Reed tries to grab it, but look at that. Again, she can't get the throw over, but Lynch is just making a very defensive, strong day over there, just making every dive, trying to out the ball to the outfield. Quick mention here. So it is senior day, and I'm just going to mention some seniors that we have on this team. Number 3, Macy Laws. Number 4, Katie DeVore. Carissa DeVore. Number 7, Morgan Brandt. Number 12, Toles Burton. Number 19, Rebecca Greco. Number 26, Jessica Sarch. Number 29, Caitlin Locke. And number 30, Kelsey Meyer. A lot of these people, we've said their names today because most of them are very strong players on this Bulldog team. Now in the day, the Flying Dutch have 11 hits over the Bulldogs 6. One out here as we go. Mosher tries to get it over. Tries to do something with it, but the third baseman, Van Lang, gets the ball over really quick, and that will get an out against the Flying Dutch. 2 outs here as we go. Number 14, Jenna Mori up. Mori will wait, but no, it was ball 1, 1-0 as we have the count. Mori gets the ball in the outfield there in the gap to the fence, and that will definitely score 1, and she's going to make her way to second. They try to get the ball, and they get the tag, and she is out. What an amazing throw there by Sarch as she gets the beautiful throw in there just to able to make the tag. But the Flying Dutch will score 1 there, and it'll be 10-7 as we go into the Bulldogs' final attempt to score here as we go to the top of the 7th. We'll be back. And we are back in the top of the 7th here as the Bulldogs have their last stand as we start out with DeVore, see if she can get something started. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Ryan up there. Thank you for giving me a no way comment that we had. And thank you for all the viewers sticking through and watching us listen as we're in the top of the 7th here. Okay, watching us and listening to us. My apology there. We have a quick 2-0 count here. Quick shout out to my parents. Thank you for listening. And Grandpa. You know, got to give shout outs when they're due. Top of 7th here. Then the pitch, DeVore with the huge hit to the left side of the field. Jackson with the speed tried to get it. It was not able to track it down, but foul ball as we have. DeVore will get another life. Luckily, Jackson didn't catch that one.
This is the final run, or final inning, for this game. And the Bulldogs, they had a very strong offensive start to the game, getting 7 runs in the first 3 innings. And then the Flying Dutch have come back with a strong 4th inning, getting 4 runs, getting a home run in there as well. And now the Bulldogs, this is their last chance at bat with being down, 3 runs.
You know what they say?
What do they say, Matthew?
It's the last hope.
Gets me every time.
That was not a pun. That was a Star Wars reference, guys.
Okay, never mind. I have never seen Star Wars.
Well, that's kind of sad, actually. That's very sad.
I'm
And I was
sorry.
using it as a punt, but you should go watch it. And we have a 2-2 count here. Foul ball there. A little depressed you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry. I'm too busy doing schoolwork.
Excuse me. Star Wars has been out for a very long time. If you guys would like to comment, and if you've seen Star Wars, we could all get mad at Laura together.
Thanks.
And our camera person, Savannah, so I'm all right. 2-2 count here. It's like a ball. 3-2 full count here as DeVore looks it in.
You're the odd one out here, Matt.
I know. I'm the odd one out who's seen Star Wars, which is like kind of sad here because Star Wars is pretty fantastic.
I'm sorry to all the Star Wars fans that are watching.
Yeah, I bet you're all hurt. I know you all side with me. Hashtag Team Matt. All right, we got a ball over here to shortstop, but that'll be an out for DeVore and not able to do anything there. So DeVore tried to beat it out, but was not able to. We have 1 out here. Bulldogs only have 2 outs left in order to get something going. It'll bring up Tolles Burton to the plate.
You can really see the confidence in the Hope Flying Dutch, the girls out in the field. You know, they are pumped. They've had great success offensively in the whole game, and now they're just ready to get these next 2 outs.
Hey, you know why they're doing good?
Why?
Because they've seen Star Wars, I bet. Ha, you thought it was going to be a pun? Nope. Tolles Burton up. Tolles Burton with the big hit, but that is a backwards foul ball. Trying to, get something going, get on this pitcher. Singer's been doing pretty good here for the Flying Dutch. Tolles Burton gets the ball over to the side. Shortstop. Shortstop gets the ball over, and the Galler out. Tolles Burton trying to beat it out, but was not able to. Very strong defensive inning by Maury here. 2 amazing plays with a great arm, as you can see over there by number 14. And next up, we got Palumbo here.
She's got a tough position here with 2 outs. Got count at 1-0, but with 2 outs and a lot of pressure to attempt to get on base to get the Bulldogs back into the game.
Yeah, she really needs to dig down, and hopefully she can do something here, get a rally going. Try to check to see if she swung. We're going to get a no swing there, 2-0. Palumbo trying to give it her all. Palumbo gets it over to the shortstop, who can make a play here. She does make the play, and she makes every single play of that inning, and that will be the end of the game. The Flying Dutch will take the win over the Bulldogs 10-7, and the Flying Dutch have won both games today, and the Bulldogs have come down and lost both. 12 hits today for the Flying Dutch over the Bulldogs 6. They made 2 errors, but scoring 10 total runs over the Bulldogs 7 gives them the win. An amazing performance by a lot of the defense and hitting members of the Flying Dutch, but the Bulldogs still gave their best, get them around. Great shout out to Locke and Laverty, who were the starting pitchers of the game. Laura, you got anything?
I do not. It was a great few games. They really pushed through with the weather, and, both teams played great offensively and defensively. The Flying Dutch just really got ahead, and they really wanted to win.
Yeah, I agree. And, it's just a great thing to see. Last game for a lot of the seniors here, Bulldogs. Last game for the season for most of the Bulldog team. They're going to hope they can come back next year and do really well. And hopefully they can get something going that they didn't have this year.
Very true. And with that, we're going to call it a day for ACTV. We've got the special spring commencement for the graduating seniors tomorrow. So if you're unable to make it down to Adrian tomorrow, you can tune in. Commencement is set to start at 3 o'clock, and ACTV will be broadcasting. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'm Matthew Wilson, joined by Laura Schreib and Savannah on camera. Thank you very much. Shurab, again, sorry guys, can't talk, we know that. But thank you for joining, and we will see you later.